Hey, this is Brian Wright from brianwright732.com, and I want to talk a little bit more about gratitude and being thankful in your business. The one thing that we do at times is we get so bogged down with the minutia of running our business that we forget to appreciate the opportunities that we're afforded by our customer base and the communities in which we operate. So if you are constantly coming from a position of being grateful for the opportunity to be in business due to your community allowing you to, basically put your stake in the ground and offer what it is you offer, and then your customer for supporting you and giving you the financial ability to continue operating. When you look at things that way, it really changes how you tell your story. It changes how you market your business. It changes how you interact with your customer. It changes how you operate through social media. And it creates a more inclusive environment for you, which is always better for your bottom line, for your mental sanity, for your relationships, for your longevity. So instead of sitting there and just being like A plus B equals C, start looking a little bit more deeply at the reality of your situation. If you have a brick and mortar business in a community, that community has allowed you to come in and do that. If you don't own your building, if you're renting, you have to be thankful to your landlord for giving you the opportunity to have a space within one of his properties. And then you have to be thankful to the town for allowing you to get a business license. And then you have to be thankful to the contractors that came in and helped do your build out and get your place established. And then when it comes to your customers, they are the lifeblood of your business. It's not necessarily what you offer that matters. It's your ability to get customers to see the value in that and for them to continue to patronize you. So the value in your business is not necessarily you and what you provide, as much as the opportunity that your community and your customer is providing. So instead of taking advantage of these opportunities, we have to be thankful for the opportunities, appreciative of the opportunities, and constantly being introspective to how are we servicing these people that are allowing us to do business. A lot of us go the other way around, where we say, how do we use our community? How do we use our customers to further our bottom line? When if you shift that to how is our community and how is our customer going to use us to benefit themselves, it'll help us translate our message that much more clearly, and it'll allow us to really define what the true value of our products and services are. Because if we're constantly looking, to what we want to achieve, we might even be limiting ourselves. There are people that might be underselling themselves in a marketplace because they don't really understand the true value, because they're not really appreciative of the service that they're providing. In the fitness business in particular, martial arts and fitness business, a lot of people get into price wars in terms of what they provide. So if the guy next to me is charging $150 a month, I'm going to charge $145 a month, and whatever. But the thing is, that $145 may not be reaching my bottom line as effectively as I want, and it may not be appropriate for the level of service that I offer. So to combat the price game that I end up running into with the guy next door, forget about the guy next door. Forget about the people around you and look at the true value. So if 145 is undervaluing my world-class level of ability and my world-class level of service, well, then I need to up my price to meet that. I don't want to go from 145 to 245, but you know what? That might be possible because my customer base is getting a $2,400 a month value off of my service. So look at it with the 10 times 1 philosophy, and that's how you can really come down with it. Every dollar that your customer spends with you, you should be multiplying it by 10 in the value that you're providing. So if someone's giving you $10, that $10 should translate into $100 of benefit. If you have the ability to do that, it's very simple for you to define what you should be charging, what you're able to charge realistically, and then that also, when you truly define that, how is it anyone's going to come to your door and say no to you when you have the ability to show them a 10 times value? If someone comes to me and says, I can't afford $150 a month, and I say to them, but I'm going to provide you $1,500 in benefit from your end, how do you say no to that? So again, by looking at the benefit, taking advantage of the opportunity, saying, I appreciate what I can do for you, and then I'm going to quantify that value, that is something that changes everything. It changes how you speak about your business, how you look at your business, how you communicate while you're doing business, how you market, everything. So get out of that, in your own head mentality where it's like you define your bottom line, you define your service, you define everything, and then you hope people get it. Instead, go and be appreciative of the community around you and really look at them and do the math on what's the value of your service for them. What are you actually providing? What is your target audience? And how am I going to communicate to them to let them know I'm here to serve them? They're not there to serve you. You're there to serve them. That's the key. So get out of the me, me, me. Start looking to the people around you and really start to understand the people that you're here to service. Because if you're not getting off on servicing the people that are your customer base, and if you're not appreciative of your community, you really shouldn't be in business for yourself anyway. Go get a paycheck and stop trying to, milk a community for your own ends, because you're going to have a very short lifespan and you're not going to be creating long-term relationships that you're going to be able to sustain yourself on or do any good. So I don't want to get like, I'm looking for the right word, but I'm not finding it. But, I don't want to get too metaphysical about things. But truly, if you're not doing good for the community that you're working in, what the hell are you in business for? We're here to service people. People are not here to service us. It's that simple. You want to establish a long-term business, get in the mindset of your customer. Understand your benefit for your customer. Stop thinking about you. Start thinking about them. And then you will actually get way more for yourself than you ever anticipated. All right, that's my message for the day. Have a good one.